Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my weekly series of price action based technical analysis. Today, we will be delving into the USDJPY market structure to uncover potential trading opportunities. Armed with fundamental tools such as trend lines, key levels, and chart patterns, we will extract valuable insight from the historical price movement. Please note that this video is for educational purposes only and not a financial advice. I am here to equip you with valuable insights into the USDJPY chart and also enhance your proficiency in price action analysis. Forex trading involves risk, so approach trading with caution and consider consulting a professional financial advisor before making any investment choices. Last week's technical setup delivered over 250 pips in price movement as we capitalized on both buying and selling opportunities amidst fear of FX intervention by the Bank of Japan. If you are interested in reviewing this commentary for educational purposes, find the link in the description box below or at the top right hand side of your screen if you are watching from my YouTube channel. With the groundwork laid, let's jump right into the business. So, in this edition, our spotlight shines on the 4 hours time frame where we shall be unveiling the potentials of both buyers and sellers at this juncture in the market. Now, looking at the 4 hours time frame, the first thing we will observe here is the fact that price action has been very bullish. And to further emphasize the strength of the buyers here, I was able to connect a series of higher lows rather. And in fact, we have about three trend lines here which further emphasize the strength of the buyers. So I have the first major trend lines here, which started in the month of July, as you will see. And then we saw a deviation from that trend line happened sometime during the later part of the month of July, hereby giving us another trend line which is closer to the current market structure. Now, besides the trend line are a couple of levels. Remember last week we had the key level situated at the 145.00 area, and in fact, I went further to explain how important this level has been, in fact, from both fundamental and technical perspective. Now, from the fundamental aspect, the 145.00 level was a key zone last year, September and October, where we saw the Bank of Japan's intervention in this particular market, where we also witnessed a very strong bearish momentum. And in fact, since price action tested that level again at the beginning of last month, we saw some selling pressure happen around that area, as you will see at this point in time before we finally saw the breakout of the 145, I think a couple of weeks ago, and price action appears to be back into that structure with some signs of buy pressure around that area. Now, with our key level situated along the 145.00 area, of course, for those who have been with me in this community, you know that as long as price remains above that key level, we will continue to look out for buying opportunities. Now, from the way things are going right now, there are two possibilities that could happen, of course. After considering the impulsive move that broke out of that key level at the 145.00 area, there are chances that this could be a platform for an uptrend continuation. And from a technical standpoint, we expect that price action will at some point come back to retest that structure with the anticipation of an uptrend continuation. However, it's not all the time that this technical expectation happens, especially when price action does found a new high at the 146.550 area. And from a psychological perspective, when price finds a new high, it normally takes quite a lot of time before price action acclimatized to the zone. And as a result of this, we are likely going to be seeing some choppy scenarios, consolidation phases, or even retracement moves before price action will finally gain some momentum to push price to the upside. And as regards to this expectation, we might likely be seeing price break down that 145.0 level, probably into any of these ascending trend line we identified earlier to incite another wave of bullish momentum. So, in fact, at this point in time, we are at a crucial moment where the 145.00 level is going to be serving as a key determinant of where price action is likely going to be heading towards for the new week. So, the question now is, are we going to see price respect that 145.00 area? Of course, buy pressure will confirm that to us to join a wave of bullish momentum, or are we going to be seeing a scenario where a sell off will be the order of the day? In order to dissect this further and understand what has really been going on in this market, I was able to identify a simple setup on the 4 hours time frame. But before we scale down into the 4 hours time frame, we would need to check on the economic calendar, as we all know that these fundamental factors often manifest on the chart in technical patterns and price movement. By monitoring the economic calendar, we can easily identify potential correlations between key economic releases and specific technical patterns, hereby giving us valuable information that will help us to position ourselves in such a way that we can capture any potential move prior, during, and even after this event. Now, here on the economic calendar, we shall be focusing on high impact event coming in from both economies, that is the US, United States, and of course the Japanese economy. Now, the first high impact event for this week is coming in on Wednesday, August 23, and that is the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI. And this is a key economic indicator that offers insight into the overall health of a country's economy. A higher reading suggests expanding economic activities, offering insight into overall economic growth. Then on that same day and same time, we have the Global Services PMI, which gauges the well-being of the service sector. Of course, a higher reading signifies growth in the sector, providing a window into broader economic health. Then on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is the Jackson Hole Symposium, which is a significant annual gathering of central bankers, economists, and financial market participants. It offers a platform to discuss critical economic and monetary policy issues, which of course will be impacting the market sentiment. Then on Thursday, we have the Consumer Price Index from the Japanese economy. It measures inflation impacting the purchasing power of consumer and of course influencing market expectations about central banks policies and interest rates. So these are very high impact events that will help us to gauge economic activities and of course sentiments, hereby helping us to make informed trading decisions. And as technical traders, we want to be looking out for patterns and structures ahead of this event to help us to position ourselves ahead of these moves. Now, talking about price action here, we shall be scaling down into the 1 hour time frame where I was able to identify a simple setup that we can use to guide our trading activity, at least during the first half of the week. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, the 145.00 level still holds, as you will see, and then I noticed that as soon as price tested the 146.550 level, we saw some lower highs in this particular market, which allowed me to connect them together to give us this descending trend line, which is going to be one of the parameters we are going to be using to guide our trading activities for this week. And in fact, we all know how we use our descending trend lines in this community. As long as price remains below that descending trend line, we have no business buying that asset. Now, with the situation we have here, if price continue to persist below the descending trend line, then a breakdown of the 145.00 level will be welcoming selling opportunities here. However, if at any point in time this week price breaks out of the descending trend line and of course breaks out of the 145.650, then we want to be getting ready to join a bullish momentum at this point in time where a further breakout of the 146.550 will be welcoming more buying opportunities here. So these are my views here on the USDJPY. So we have a very simple setup. So we do want to be marking out those levels on our chart as we shall be using it as a reference point to guide our trading activity for this week. But trust me, I will be with you in the comment section during the early hours of the week after monitoring how participants in the market will be reacting to this current structure to give us an insight into where I think price action is likely going to be going. If you have found this content helpful and useful in making your independent trading decision for the week, I would greatly appreciate your support by giving the video a thumbs up. Your likes are valuable to me and helps the algorithm promote the video to a wider audience of traders who may find the material beneficial. Thank you in advance for doing so. If you haven't already, I encourage you to follow me on this channel for more of this content. By subscribing, you would always stay updated with the latest ideas I share and, of course, receive notifications whenever I upload new videos and commentaries. See you in the comment section on Monday morning as we get prepared for the new week. Do have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye bye.